Hello, hello, hello. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective for Thursday, December 1st, 2016. Okay, that means we're down to 30 days and counting. 30 days and counting. That's not what I want to talk to you about today. I just want to come to you and relay something that I learned this years ago and have been able to carry it with me everywhere I've ever worked. I learned this from one of my commanding officers, and he was doing his initial intake with me. And he said at my office hour, my office call, he said, you need to know that there are only two kinds of people. Those I trust and those who used to work for me. That was a very clear, very specific expectation that he had for me, that if I cannot trust you, you don't need to work here. And I appreciated that because I never had to guess where I stood, and it was a solid foundation. So I'm talking to those this morning, specifically to those who have the privilege of being in leadership. Although again, leadership is only influence, nothing more, nothing less. So whether or not you're leading a team at work or in a marriage, in a relationship, I think this applies to you. When you surround yourself with a team that you can trust, allow them to do their jobs. Even if it's not the way you would do it. I mean, even Microsoft, they come up with 3 or 4 different ways to do the exact same function because they recognize that people do things differently. I mean, I can Control C, I can copy and paste, I can right click and drop down to the copy function. All of those were built in because they recognize that people do things differently. Allow your team to be the competent, trustworthy adults that you chose to surround yourself with. What I know is this, that if we're going to be and have the privilege of leadership, we have got to be secure enough in ourselves that we do not have to control everything that is happening around us. We also have to be mature enough to recognize that we're working with adults. You hired them, or you allowed yourself to be surrounded by them. They are mature, competent adults. They didn't just start breathing when they met you. Okay, recognize that. And lastly, it's going to be a short perspective, but lastly, if we've surrounded ourselves with a team that is trustworthy and competent, trust the advice that they are giving you. Trust that. Because someone points out a fault or a misstep on your part does not mean that it is a personal attack on you, on your character, on your competence. They simply see something in you and care enough about you and the whole team to let you know about it. If you're going to put up a fight and feel a need to defend yourself against everything they tell you, the truth is going to start trickling in and then eventually evaporate. They see blind spots in you that you cannot see in yourself. And they're trying to help you not sabotage yourself, wreck your career, destroy another relationship. Okay? So again, I have made the choice. 2 kinds only. Those I trust and those who used to work with me. Okay? So once that is established, trust your team. Trust your team. Let them help you. Again, even if the way they do it is different. Okay, that is it for me today. Have an absolutely terrific day today. Make it a terrific day. And remember, we are down to 30 days and counting before we step into a new year and hopefully a new you. Until next time, take real good care.